What's up, gentlemen? I once again haven't been making a ton of movies or videos, I guess. I apologize for that. I would say some of you probably have an idea what's going on. I haven't been on Mumble because well, my laptop crashed and it's got to be all reinstalled because I had to factory reset my laptop and wipe out a couple viruses, and that's what was making my laptop not work right. What pisses me off is I had it in the shop. Let me get this tripod kind of sitting here. There you go. See if it stays. I had it in the shop and paid them, but they didn't fix it. They charged me, it was like $75 to do a diagnostic, and then this was it's about a month or so, maybe 2 months ago, and they said they did all this shit. Well, they did a diagnostic test on it, but they didn't fix nothing, and it it's just frustrating. So it just kept getting, the problems that I was having were getting worse and worse and worse, and then it was starting to crash, and then it was blocking my firewall for some reason. All of a sudden started blocking my internet connection. I couldn't get my internet connection to come back. I couldn't open the file. It was just a mess, one after another after another after another. So I just did a factory reset. As soon as I opened it up, it made me do the tutorial again. I put in the antivirus disk, ran that, and cleaned the computer. And it worked just fine. Actually, it worked perfect. I'm not a computer guy, so I don't know if that was about the right way of doing it, but it worked for me, so I was very happy. So that slowed me down a little bit, and just my health stuff. When you have diseases, multiple, plural, more than one, or even a disease, it just totally mind fucks you. You're on a roller coaster that you cannot get off of, medicated or not. It does not matter. You are constantly being long rotted. It's just a lot to deal with. You know, in 2006, when I found out I had Arnold-Chiari malformation, which is the problem with the base of my brain, that was real heavy, and I just worked. I was out of work for almost a year because I was in and out of the hospital and surgeries and this and that, but I just worked through it, you know. The year that I was off, I was so drugged out of my mind I had no more idea where I was at than Flight of the Moon. And that's true. I did not know what the fuck was going on. My daughter had a birthday and I went to a family reunion, and I have no more memory of that than looking at pictures. So and when I look at pictures, it's real eerie because I was there, but I wasn't. So I just basically started working through that until 2008, and I started getting to a point where I couldn't work and I was forced out. Well, and then I just started downhill. After that, my wife and I had a lot of marital problems and stuff, and it was just hard to deal with and come to grasp with what was going on, that I was becoming disabled and I didn't want to be. Then in 2010 they found this problem with my spinal cord, and it's called syringomyelia, and it's a spinal cord disease, basically, or disorder, or whatever you want to call it. Anybody can get it. If you take a hard blow to your back or your spinal cord, it can cause a cyst, a water-filled, you got your spinal cords tight, like, the hands together, and it causes an opening in it, and the spinal fluid gets inside, and then it kind of like closes up, right? So then it builds from the inside and starts opening your spinal cord. They're usually 1 centimeter or 2 long. Very rarely are they really long. Well, mine, and I've said this 100 times, goes from C1 to T12. If you look at your back, T12 is almost it on your spinal cord. Your spinal cord don't run clear to your tailbone like a lot of people think. That disease has taken a lot from me. My ability to feel hot water. My dexterity with my fingers. I can hardly write. I don't feel no pain because I have no feeling. I can feel that, but I think it's from, or if you touch light, I can't feel that. If you squeeze, I can. It's more of a sensation style loss. And that's on most of my upper torso now, even into my face. The doctors are surprised I walk. I just kind of hid from this, just hide from it, go on with life, make fun of it. They did a spinal cord surgery, and they placed a stent in the spinal cord to try to drain the fluid out of the spinal cord. But you got fluid around the spinal cord where it's supposed to be to protect the spinal cord, and the fluid goes all the way up around your brain, and your body fully replaces your spinal cord, or cerebral, what is it, the cerebral spinal fluid, is that what it's called? Anyway, it totally replaces that like every 7 or 12 hours. You get it's a whole new batch. But what goes on is now my pressures inside the spinal cord and outside of the spinal cord equalize. So it's supposed to not allow the syrinx to get bigger. My problem is there's really not a whole much further it can go down. And it's at the base of my brain now. If it goes up, it could be very fatal. But anyway, I said I hide from that. And make fun of it and laugh and hee-haw, I can get tattoos, it don't hurt. You can draw my blood, it don't hurt. And then this last go around, they thought maybe I had some sort of blood cancer because I was getting all these blood clots. and they found out I've got some rare, well, semi-rare, he said rare. I hate to say rare because rare just, ugh, I don't like it. Blood disease. There's some word for it, but it's like factor 2 malformation or something is what the short-term name. Like, I got syringomyelia in the spinal cord, or syrinx for short. And you know, you got XY chromosomes, and at one spot where the chromosomes are supposed to be 2 X's, I'm missing one. I only have 1 X. So it makes me 2 to 5 times more apt to throw blood clots than the average person. Kind of like Tony. I think that's your name, Tony. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be on blood thinners and stuff the rest of my life, and you know, I could have more blood clots and that, but it's just like, you know, it comes in threes, so maybe it's gonna stop. But you know, it's hard. It's hard on me. It's slowed me way down. This last round's been real rough, and I you know, I do a lot of praying and stuff like that, and hope in that it don't continue, and that I don't have a blood clot or something hit me fatally. I want to live a long life. I've said that in many videos. So these last few weeks have been rough. I can't lie. I've only been walking a little bit. I just kind of threw my hands in the air. But that's not what I want. I know what I want. I know I want to be skinnier and healthier and this and that, but it's hard to do. Emma! My dog's out. Hang on a sec. So, you know, but that's what slowed me down. I had vowed to try to get a video out a day, and I truly have really nothing but time on my hands, and I can't even do that. I haven't been watching a lot of videos either, you know. I don't know. I need to get my head screwed back on. I need to get back on the track. I need, you know, part of the track thing is I weighed in when I went to my last doctor's appointment. I hadn't really lost any weight. Only a few pounds. My wife weighs in. She's lost fucking 18 pounds. And that was real hard too. So I'm happy for her, but disappointed for me. And I was like, shit, I walk just as much, just as hard. Watch my calories just as close. Fuck it. You know? Fuck it. Like today, and I know this ain't healthy, but I've had 3 bowls of cereal to eat today. That's all. And now, you'll laugh, but I put 4 1-cup servings in. That's 400 calories. And it's Cheerios. And I use almond milk. So, I think it's 490 calories altogether for each bowl. I had 3 bowls of that. That's not good. You know, it's just hard to do all this when you know you got all this shit against you. It feels like, you know. So, anyways, you know, I'm kind of on my soapbox. It is what it is. So, anyway, I did find a place for temporary. None of them are where they're going to stay, but you can tell they're all just taped from behind up, and I'm just gonna put them all over that picture. Hopefully I can fill it in. I mean, for as long as I've been in the garage, I was, you know, I was amongst the first guys. I definitely don't have very many fucking stickers. So anyway, come on, Emma. This is I'll try to get this up right now, and then I got some other stuff I want to talk about. Thanks.